Alright, this is how to install Python on Windows 11. First, look up Python in your preferred search engine and go to Python's top results. Now click the download menu. Here, if you need older versions of Python, scroll down a bit and pick the one you need. I will go with the latest version that can be downloaded directly here at the top. Save it, download it, then look up the installation file and launch it. Now, in the first installation window, check Use admin privileges when installing py.exe because it ensures system-wide access and avoids permission issues. And check add python.exe to path because it lets you run Python from any command line window without extra setup. Then let's install through the customize installation option. It will allow you to choose what to install, and I will explain what each does. Here you can toggle off some of the optional features which would install by default, like documentation, which installs the Python help files in case you want offline reference. Then pip, which allows you to install extra Python packages later using a simple command. Next is tcl/tk and idle, which gives you the basic graphical Python editor and tkinter support for making simple GUI apps. Then there's the Python test suite, which includes tools for testing your Python code if needed. And finally, the PI launcher, which makes it easier to launch Python by just typing PI in the terminal. There's also an extra checkbox to install the Py launcher for all users. Keep it checked if you want Python available for every user on this computer. Once you're done here, click Next to move forward. Then, in the Advanced Options window, toggle on Install Python for all users if you want it to be installed system-wide. It will also change the installation folder to Program Files instead of Local App Data folder. Then there's Associate Files with Python, so .py files open with Python by default. Create shortcuts for installed applications, which adds quick access to your Start menu. Add Python to environment variables, another way to make sure Python works from command line. Precompile standard library, which makes Python start faster by preparing files in advance. The next ones are optional and usually not needed for most users. Download debugging symbols, useful only for developers doing deep-level debugging. Download debug binaries, which requires Visual Studio and is only for advanced testing. And download free-threaded binaries, which is still experimental and can be skipped. Make your choices or leave it as is, then click install and let it do its thing. Wait for it to finish installing and click close. Now let's see if it installed correctly. Open a terminal and type python version to see if it is installed and what version. There, 3.13 is installed. Then type pip and run it. And here are all the commands available. There it is. You've installed Python. If you found this guide helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more tech tutorials. See you in the next video.